ready for some action. Better question, is anyone ever not ready for action? I didn't think so. We see it throughout college football every year, and we're lucky to have it again here. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, Mount Pleasant, Michigan. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Central Michigan Chippewas offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry.
Wide open spaces. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Gonna run it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Chippewas in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. Lots of running room. Turning it on. The tag. Touchdown, Chips. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Eastern Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show them really quickly and make it easy on them. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, making a nice play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. They'll try the run. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I always have flashbacks when I watch games like this, thinking of myself as a young kid growing up in Nepean, Ontario, when weather was like this. And there was nothing we could do. We just had gloves or mittens. That's all we could afford. We didn't have heat lamps. We didn't have heat blowers. We didn't have these muffs or special blankets. I mean, players today have it so much easier, but still, I can tell you, not easy to hold on to the football in these conditions.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defense. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Hillstead. Using his feet to buy time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Finds him out of the backfield. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The running back has it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go right back to him. Turning on the Jets. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Red pass is complete. He's loose. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Thomas.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
Throws to the tight end. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Eastern Michigan, 7 points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the tailback. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. We've come to the end of the quarter, guys, and Central Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. On the move, it's Caldwell. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Running back searching for a hole. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs.
Oh, he's got some space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
The Chippewas pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On the direct snap, it's Townsend. He's inside the 10. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Chippewas come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but Defense gets the better of them there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. The give to the back. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Well, how about that play call? Third down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
The Chippewas kept his drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw at Tilstead. He wants it all. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, we have reached a conclusion in the Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking for space. It's Townsend. Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Lets it fly. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Booker. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Little. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And a miss. Stops wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. He's going to let it go. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He was looking for running room, and they get him down to 28, and now they are set up.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws it big.
They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try the toss to the left. There he goes. Pass to 10, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Chippewa. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got out of trouble and throws. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to...
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Central Michigan, 24. Eastern Michigan, 17.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Hillstead. Fired in there, but incomplete. You make up the game plan and flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Chippewas will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Makes the grab over the middle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Under fire. Got a little space. Inside the 30. Oh, and out of space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. This time on target. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Eagles. Extra point here will tie the game.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Scanning the field is Hillstead. Fires to the middle. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Eagles.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Chippewas getting set on 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Completes it in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Chippewas are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hillstead. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get off.
There he goes. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Chips. Once he got some room, it was over.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Leaves it with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Out of the gun to give to the back. Wide open spaces. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. The Chippewas get enough for the first down.
Possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Chippewas come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up after their offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
2 plays in a row, 2 big wins by the defense. You've seen now their ability to rush the passer. They've got some monsters up front, and all of a sudden it's going to now affect the way this offensive coordinator calls this game.
Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. The Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Lots of running room. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense was confused, and the head coach uses a timeout.
Timeout, Central Michigan.
Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Eagles! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to...
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Unloads to the right. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's going up top here late in the game. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know play, stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's caught inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Firing to the end zone. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This environment is just electric right now, and the offense, they're trying to feed off of that to win this game. Late in a 2-minute situation, you're being aggressive, you're taking a shot into the end zone. I know that one falls incomplete, but this offense right now, you can tell they're feeling it.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Going for 6. Touchdown, Central Michigan. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead.
691, Gators score. Pound 55.
He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going, but now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams...